Here it is. The season's on the line. Two receivers left and right. McCown takes the snap. He steps up. He's all by himself. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown!
All right, welcome to the Bush League Sports Show. We are the best B-rated sports show live on YouTube and Facebook every Monday night at 8:45. I'm here in Studio 725 with Dr. Moonlight Graham. My dad is filling in for Pepper today. Pepper's gone. My dad's name is Tim. We call him Pop. Stat guy and Produce over there, producing the show, wearing a mad hat. What is that mad hat?
Mad decent.
Mad decent? Is it decent or decent?
Decent.
Like, that's decent.
Decent. My mic was turned down. Mad decent.
It's not like the volume was descending. It's like,
Right.
That is a decent mic when it is turned on.
Right, exactly.
But when it's off,
It has descended.
it's a descending sound coming
Correct.
from... Okay, got it. Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Here's the point of the whole show, HOLEPOINTE. We want you to participate. We sat down and said, why do we want to have a sports show? We want to have a sports show so that fans can talk about sports. We don't want this to be like First Take where you yell at Stephen A. or Max Kellerman and they don't respond to you because they don't care. We care about you. That's the thing that sets us apart from everyone else is we care about you, the Bushies. So we've given you a voice. We call it the voice of the Bushies. You can give us the Bush Push, which means share the show, and then you can use your voice the entire show, which we will read and respond to, most of which will be Stat Guy reading and letting us know what's happening there. You're on YouTube and on Facebook right now?
Yes, sir.
He's got them both, so he's watching the stream happen, letting us know. So we're glad you're here. We've got a great rundown today. Produce, do you want to give it to us? You want to wait? Still
Why don't
twizzling?
one of y'all give the rundown?
Okay.
Because I got some stuff to do here.
That'll be that. Yeah, that's
I
a
got
great
some
idea.
produce into produce.
Hey, I'll give the rundown.
Dr. Moonlight Graham is going to give the rundown today.
Yeah, you betcha. All right, so first we've got the Sega in Pittsburgh continues, all that nasty mess going on. So along with that, we're going to talk about where AB and LB are going to go.
Did you say the Sega?
Yeah.
It was supposed to
Saga.
be. It was supposed to be the Shaga.
I don't know what Shaga means.
SHAGA.
Isn't that like a Jewish holiday?
Well, no.
Like you sit Shaga?
Yeah, because
No,
they're
that's
all
you
Jewish
sit,
there, right?
That's sit shotgun.
Oh, okay.
That's what you're thinking of.
yes.
Yeah.
So the Shaga.
Gotcha. The Cowboys should definitely try to go get Earl Thomas. Jordy Nelson defends old Donkey Rogers
The old donkey.
publicly. Tebow goes 0-2 in his game last night. Manny Machado is in San Diego
Finally.
making bank.
Finally.
But you know who's not? Harper. And then there's a bunch of other free agents who are also unsigned right now. We'll talk a little NBA as well. We're going to go ahead and talk about next year's free season because that's how much we watch basketball is. We're not even going to talk about the games that are happening. We're going to talk about what's going to happen next year where we won't pay attention once they're in their new teams. So we'll talk about Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, see where they're going to go. People on ESPN are stealing our jokes. We made the LeGroin joke a while back, and now on Highly Questionable, they keep calling him LeBroin, and that's frustrating.
Wait, no, they're calling him LeGroin.
We call him LeBroin.
You don't even know our joke.
You call him LeBron, whatever that is.
I can't spell.
That is true. You can't.
Every time I spell I spell where. And it's always in a public setting. Every single time. You guys are like, hey, where's that where?
Where do you do that?
In a public setting. Where?
We're also talking about what's better, James Harden's beard or his basketball skills. And then little NCAA basketball. Zion got hurt. I don't know if you heard that because ESPN didn't talk about it at all. And it is almost March, and so that means March Madness is coming up.
Yay. We're so excited. Are we doing the brackets again?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do We do March Madness brackets that you can participate in. It's called the Bushy bracket, and we also do a soccer World Cup bracket as well, which we like more. because we hate basketball, but we still talk about it because it's a sports show. And you can't have a sports show if you don't talk about March Madness and the NBA, which is not where we're going to start today. Dad, is there anything that you would like to add up to this point? My dad uses roughly 5 words a day, and so I told him over here to save them.
Perfect for a podcast.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Yeah. Let's talk baseball, man. You know me, I love baseball.
There it is. That's Pop's 5 words of the show. You're welcome.
I'm done.
It's over now. Oh, sheesh. Share the show, like the show, comments, all those things. Produce, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Ready to roll?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. We're going to start with the Shaga happening in Pittsburgh still. AB has come to an agreement with Rooney. Hey, we're going to trade you.
Yep.
And we feel good about it. However, we're not going to trade you to a competing AFC team inside our division, which ruins my thought that maybe when Baltimore dumped Crabtree this morning that they were going to go after AB.
Well, that was the thought, but yeah, they don't want to send him to a team that is going to beat them, nor do they want to send him to the Patriots because that's who they're going to have to face to get anywhere in the playoffs. And they have like publicly stated that they're not going to send him to either one of those places, despite whatever they may offer. Which I think that's a little silly because if you're going to get something big in return, why wouldn't you?
I agree. Like if you're going to make that move, and obviously he's worth a lot, even though he's aging now. How old is AB at this point? 28?
He's like 28, 29. And he still has like 6 years left on his contract.
30.
He's 30?
Big 30.
Oh, and how long on his contract?
Was that an 8-year deal he signed?
I don't think it was that. I think it was a 6 year. I think it was like a 6 year, $84 million, something like that.
That's a chunk of change to be in this position.
Well, he still gets paid
He gets paid, yeah.
if another team picks it up. That's the real question: is who is going to take on
He
that
signed
big
a
contract?
4-year, $68 million.
I was right on the money.
Is what's left.
He has 2 years left.
No, he signed a 4 year. I was actually way
Okay.
off.
Well, I guess that's not that bad. It's better than the 6-year 84 that we were just discussing that doesn't
Yeah.
exist. We do a lot of research on this show. That's why we're
we do.
not the experts, but we are the best. We're the experts.
Hey, I was dropping some stats in the group text earlier today.
You did drop some great stats. Somebody should have yelled, "Save it for tonight! Save it!"
Well, I was
Produce just wasn't
Save it for that talk show that you're on.
Produce just wasn't paying attention to the group chat today.
Hey, you guys.
Derek, I swear. Yeah, that's right. I said Derek.
Oh, my first name.
Wow.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, when your mom uses your middle name, you're in trouble. When Produce uses your actual name on the show,
You're in
something's
trouble,
wrong.
boy.
Sheesh Louise. So AB, where do you think he's going to end up going?
I don't know. I mean, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, who has the cap room to take him on? Dallas is a place. Dallas could, and they need another, top receiver.
I think, just to interrupt you for a second, I think rather than going after AB, I think they're going to sign Amari to a bigger contract, obviously to keep him because they only had him on a 1-year deal or half-season deal. I think there's a possibility they go after Crabtree because they're going to dump Beasley. And I think Crabtree could be their answer to how do we fill the slot because Crabtree can't handle the outside anymore, but he probably could move inside and be productive, and he's from Texas.
No, I agree with that. I didn't. Well, obviously, I hadn't thought of that because it just happened a couple hours ago.
I was thinking about it when it happened.
Well, you're a better man than me.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that I am shorter.
That is one thing
Fact.
you are. That is a fact. You are a shorter man than me. Glad we got that covered.
Yeah. However, when I met you, I was not.
That's true. I
But
was
you were
tiny.
a 7th grader.
Good times.
Yeah.
There's only 90% of 7th graders am I shorter than. You were in the bottom 10%.
90%
90
shorter than.
I am shorter than 90%, but I said it
Okay.
as if it was confusing because I said only 90% am I shorter than, so I worded it as if it was positive. That's a glass half full. Fool. Are you when you look at a glass of milk, is it half full or empty?
It's all the way full because I like milk.
Yours is all the way full. Pops, what are you?
Mine's always half full.
Okay. What are you?
Half full.
What are you?
Yeah, there's some water in there.
Okay. I'm who drank my milk. That's my personality. So
Start swinging.
It was probably me.
yes,
Big fan of milk.
you really like milk, do you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So where else? Dallas is a possibility because they have the cap room and they have a need for another receiver. Not a number one and not a diva, but Dallas is known for bringing in divas.
Yeah. Another possibility is San Francisco. Put him out there
Yeah.
with Jimmy G.
He's been linked already there, right?
Yes. I think that'd be interesting. I mean, the problem is they're not going to go AFC because I could see him going to like Jacksonville or Miami, but I don't
Right.
think that's going to happen if they're not going to give him to an AFC team.
What didn't he and Jerry Rice weren't they mixing it up about a month ago?
I don't know.
Who was that Jerry was promoting? I feel like it was AB. Is
I think
that
it was.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. So there's a possibility, but again, it's on that side of the pond, which they don't want to do.
Wait, what pond is that?
The AFC. No, they're not. They're in the NFC. I always get confused. Sorry,
I think
guys.
he's going to Carolina Panthers.
Oh,
That would be
You
a
think
good
so?
fit.
Why not?
That would be a good fit for him.
him
You
and
thi-
Cam.
You think him and
Ooh.
Cam could get along? Cam needs another guy to fill in for Smith.
As much as someone can get along with Antonio Brown. Yeah.
Probably better than Ben.
Well, it doesn't look like anyone can get along with him either.
Well, that's why I like the Dallas narrative that I created
Garrett Clifton.
because we like divas in Dallas.
Yeah.
Who is
I
going to
agree.
They
put
don't
up?
call it the Big D for no reason.
Yeah,
The Big Divas.
Huh. That's funny.
I do what I can.
Good
I don't.
joke.
I don't know how to expect a joke from him. Like,
You don't.
yeah,
Just when they randomly come up, you go, that was funny. Like that.
Just like that. You just,
you did it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yay! Got one.
Yay.
Here's an M&M.
There's an M&M for you.
Kevin?
No, he doesn't eat nuts. Wait, you tree nuts.
I can eat peanuts, but
He's
I don't
allergic to tree nuts.
I don't
He
like
doesn't
peanut
like
M&Ms.
peanuts. That's why the caramel over there.
Gross.
Dad, do you want some M&Ms?
No.
Nope.
Not right now.
Huh.
like.
Okie doke.
Not a
And
basketball player.
he's got the sharing size that he's not going to share with anybody because they're gross. Those caramel M&Ms.
Oh, I got the family size of the Swedish fish. Yeah, I ate all those too. Turns out,
I-
small family.
Yeah. small family.
Feeds a
over here with
family
this
of
bag.
one.
Well,
Kevin Lasberg's watching. Just
what's up,
wanna
Kev? Hey,
hello to him.
there's a rundown, so you know what's coming up next, right there, buddy. Yep. Every
perfect.
stinking time. So anywhere else? 49ers, I agree. I think Dallas and the 49ers are probably the best two options for him to land and have success. And I like the Panther idea.
Yeah.
Panthers is-
I don't think he will go to Seattle. I don't see that happening.
No. Everybody's trying to get out of Seattle right now.
What about Tampa Bay?
I don't think they have the cap room.
Sounds good.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Tampa's smart enough or stupid enough. You know what I mean?
They're
like
one,
they're
they're one of
negative
those.
They're definitely dumb. But
It depends on
I
who's
don't
going to
know.
be the quarterback there. If you've got
They don't know.
If you got old Eat a W Winston,
E to W.
eh.
it ain't gonna work.
But I like AB with Fitzmagic.
Magic.
Now that is a matchup I'd like to see.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I bet Fitzmagic's gone
Where's he going?
home.
Okay. I don't know where that's at.
Me neither.
Fair enough. Moving on.
Pittsburgh also said that they are not going to tag or do any sort of commitment to Le'Veon Bell. So he is going to be a free agent come March, whatever.
He is free and clear to go sign wherever he wants.
Did you see what he tweeted though?
Nope.
So he tweeted,
The free at last?
yes.
Yeah, I did see that.
That's a little aggressive.
Kind of funny though.
little
He
bit.
wasn't a slave to them. They were saying, "Here's 14 million." You said, "No, thank you." So don't act like they did you a favor by letting you go. Like they either were going to have to pay you 26 million or you get to go somewhere else. So
Yeah.
don't complain.
I don't think he was complaining.
I think he
just-
was.
You just don't like him.
Yes.
That's what it is. You're mad because he passed 14 mil to play a season of football.
To not play a season of football.
Correct.
He turned down 14 because he thought that wasn't good enough. He's basically Bryce Harpering that situation.
You don't like Bryce either.
No, I'm a little PO'd
Okay.
at Bryce.
Well, that's fine. because of the Washington thing.
Yeah.
Where do you think your dad said that maybe the Eagles for AB?
Man, if he goes there, his career's done.
You think?
Yeah.
Yep.
They have Wentz. I don't know. I think Wentz's time is over.
It's all right. Foles
Already?
time, baby.
No, Foles is going to be gone. They said they're not renewing his contract because they were going to have to pay him $20 million if he stayed. And you don't pay a backup quarterback $20 million unless you are the Cardinals.
Yeah, they do. They would do way more than that.
Yeah, they do that.
Go Cards.
But they picked up his option. He bought himself out, and now there's the possibility of the tag, which is a possibility not to keep him, but
For
they're
Foles?
thinking about tagging him so that they can trade him because they don't want him to walk because he's worth something.
Right, but I think they have said that they're not going to pursue keeping him.
Yeah, they're not going to try to keep him, but I think they're going to try to maintain his rights until they can trade him.
Yeah.
And then they get to say where he goes because they don't want him going inside the division. They don't want him to go to New York.
Or Washington.
Yeah, and play against him.
Because
That would
Washington needs a quarterback.
Yeah, well, so does New York, but New York's stupid. Well, again, stupid. Like Tampa Bay and New York, they're like, what do we want to do? Let's burn money. What if we burn money? Could we win then? Eli, burn some money.
The only team that's done that better has been the Cardinals.
Yeah.
We do a
Picking
good
up-
job at some things.
Yeah, picking up old Bradford for $20 million.
Guys, he's good
Yeah.
at making money for doing nothing.
I'm telling you, he needs to hold a seminar. I will attend that.
Let's
And
go.
it'll probably be $1 million a person, and he'll get it because
He'll make 20 mil.
yeah, because he knows how to make money for doing nothing.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's awesome. Way to go, Sam Bradford, the greatest, worst quarterback of all time. That's called the Gafote. I don't know why there's an F in there. I can't pronounce. Well, I guess it would be GW. The
Gwa-
knot,
Guo.
like a gnat.
The GWOAT,
The goat.
greatest worst of all time.
It just sounds like you're saying goat with an
Quote.
accent, though.
Are you from Boston? No, man. I'm from Texas. He's a goat.
Brady's the guout.
He's a goat.
I don't even know what
I don't
accent
know.
that is.
It's the greatest, worst accent of all time.
Yeah. So anyway,
There it is.
Bella's going to be a free agent come the next couple weeks.
Yes.
So
I'm excited because we've been fighting about this for a long time. And you're mad and I'm not. Because you're like, I hate him. I don't. I love him. I think it's awesome.
I think there's only really two teams who are going to offer him anywhere near what he wants.
Uh-huh.
And number one on the list is going to be the Colts because they have got like $110 million of cap space that they have to fill. So in the NFL, was it you have to fill 90% of your cap space?
I don't know.
So
Probably.
they have like
think
200.
that's right.
There's like 250 million they have to spend each year on salaries.
Okay.
That's their cap, and then they have to hit 90% of it over the course of 5 years.
Okay.
You have to average out 90% over 5 years.
Okay. So
So they got money that they have to
huge
spend,
possibility that he goes to the Colts.
and
they need somebody.
and makes
They
a lot of
need-
money.
need somebody. Mhm.
They do. They don't. I mean, they've got Ibram.
Who?
Exactly.
Yeah. And they've got Andrew Luck.
Yes.
He's a football player.
Yeah. That's also. He is also a player that has not proven anything that sports writers love.
Dude, I don't understand it.
Him and Rodgers.
Sheesh, they have 106 left of cap space.
Okay. Yeah.
It's got it.
I was close on that one.
Yeah. Here's the thing,
The Jets
though.
have 102.
Yeah.
The Jets.
So those are the two teams that
Yeesh.
they have the ability to pay.
Mm.
Colts is a better option. At least you have a quarterback.
I don't know, man.
Andrew Luck.
The pancakes are better in New York than Indy.
Yeah,
It's-
but
Yes, you have a better quarterback, but you just said he's an unproven quarterback. Like, the reason we're saying that is because he gets promoted verbally so much from the media.
well, no, he puts up great stats, but he doesn't win anything.
He has at times put up great stats.
And then he didn't play for a year and a half.
Yeah. And then he finally got back to doing some things again.
And he looked pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think I would rather play in Indy. I'd rather live in New York
Yeah.
because of the pancakes.
Man, the Jets are a horrible team, especially with their new coach.
Yes. I don't
Oh.
want to play for the Jets
Oh, crazy eyes.
ever. Dude. What a, that,
Was
Todd
it
Bowles-
was
that
it
was
Geeson?
weird.
Was that
Gaze.
Gaze?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gase. He's a quote. he's a Gwace. I don't know.
You almost got a laugh from produce.
Almost. He was
Almost.
kind of listening.
Halfway.
Hey, why didn't you do the Amish Mafia joke on the stand-up?
Because that wasn't a good joke.
We've told him that multiple times.
I liked it.
It was just
I liked it.
it was just a string of sentences, and that was it.
Yeah, that's what a joke is.
But there's a bit more to it.
Fair enough.
Little bit more to it.
That joke is the quote.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right, good. I just want to keep saying that word. What's up, Chris Robinson?
What up, Chris Robinson?
So I think AB, I think you're right. Those are the three teams, best possibility. Dallas, San Francisco, what was it? Or Carolina.
Are we talking about AB still?
Yes, and
Okay.
then I was just recapping. And then Le'Veon Bell, Colts, or
Jets.
the Jets. And their uniforms stink, too. There's nothing good about playing for the Jets
Oh,
Yeah.
other than pancakes.
How often do you think they go get pancakes, though?
Every morning.
I don't know. I would have to go a lot to make it worth my time to be up. And it's cold up there. Have you been up there when it's cold?
Yes.
It's cold.
It's pretty cold in Indiana, too.
And then Saquon, Saquon, Barkley.
Do you know anyone's name?
Nope. He's already playing up there. That's hard. If you're going to play in a city with another really good running back, like, that's just...
That's tough.
And you're a diva, that's hard on the emotions. Let's be honest. So...
That town's not
Anyways.
big enough.
It is not big enough for the both of them. And Barclays quads are...
And it's a big town.
It is a big town. Well, it's a small town with a lot of people. Yeah, it's a small space that holds a lot of people. And if a small space that holds a lot of people can't hold those two guys, who can it hold? Me and you?
Probably.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We can go have pancakes. I like it. Okay, moving on. Earl to Dallas. I want to see this happen. If any move happens that I want to see in the NFL, it is Earl Thomas to Dallas. Period.
Yeah, you love some Earl Thomas.
I do. Earl Thomas is... Ed Reed is my favorite football player who's ever lived. Ever. But he retired, so I was like, well, I got to have another person to like. And so that became Earl because Earl's cool. And he likes shoes. Earl owns a shoe store in Austin.
Yeah, he owns it with, who else?
Don't know. Don't even care. I just know he owns it.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking of the cupcake. Sorry.
No, that's a Rakpo and another D lineman.
Yep.
They own a... What's that called?
Cupcake place.
Something cupcakes. They have
Football
one in
cupcakes.
They have one in South Lake. Gigi's Cupcakes.
Are you sure?
Yes. He is sure.
Huh.
Dude, shoes, pancakes, cupcakes. Got it. That's what I do. I can't pronounce names of football players, I have a sports show.
We should change our name to that.
What? Shoes, cupcakes,
And pancakes.
pancakes. Shoes, pancakes, cupcakes.
Or that'll be your solo show.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna call it shoes and pancakes, though.
No, you gotta include
Fine.
cupcakes.
Hey, welcome to Shoes, Pancakes, and Cupcakes.
What about just shoes and cakes?
How about
You get pancakes and cupcakes.
the GWOATest pancake show of all time?
Cakes and shoes.
I'm gonna do the whole thing with a Boston accent. Welcome to the GWOATest pancake show of all time.
It's not even a good accent.
No, I'm not good at
It's
accents.
the most mediocre accent.
That's why it's the GWOAT. Oh, sheesh. PD, what's up, man?
What up, Petey?
I did the hands up at the
Yeah, you did.
touchdown for you, so you can go back and watch that. What do you think about Earl? Do you think he's gonna make it to Dallas?
I hope so. I mean, it almost happened
Yeah, except Seattle said no.
because they wanted a first round.
You don't trade a first-round pick for a safety who's in his 30s.
No.
Yeah,
You don't do that.
You got to think Dallas, so Dallas will do it.
If anybody will make a
true.
dumb trade,
Yeah.
Dallas
Yes.
will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry's
him
the
money.
quote. Yeah. Jerry makes
Does he have a record? That's all they look at.
Yeah.
Has he been in jail lately? And
If so, we'll take him.
Oh, you have
We
a clean
want that
record?
guy.
We don't
No,
want
we
you.
don't want him.
yeah,
That's going to be hard for Earl.
yeah,
So he's been a good guy.
I know.
So
How dare he?
how dare you, Earl? He'd already be here.
If he'd think about it, he'd just go out and do something. You know.
No. Instead, he opened a shoe store.
There you go.
So I typed this, I typed the rundown and then I realized, wait, are you talking about David Irving? Are you saying that we don't want David Irving?
No, I'm saying
Michael Irving.
I'm saying Dallas isn't going to take him. I'm saying Earl's coming to Dallas. And when I said we don't want him, I meant Dallas doesn't want him because we're fans. So
Irving the place.
No, hang on. I'm going back to the rundown that you wrote.
Yes. So here's what's
you
probably
said,
confusing.
Where the old stadium was.
Yeah.
Dallas.
We don't want to go back there. It's a parking. It's not even a parking lot. It's an empty field.
It's just a place now.
Like the concrete's messed up.
They're still
You
moving
can't
dirt.
even. Sorry.
So you said Dallas, we want Earl / we don't want Irving.
Right. And when I said we, that was in context of we as the Dallas organization.
I just want everyone to know that Tyler Lenarose also said Michael Irving and the city of Irving, which is both things that I said as well.
I'm just trying to figure
It
out.
wasn't a joke. It was like he actually
No,
said
it's
it.
there. Good job, Tyson.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying here.
What I was trying to say is I think Earl's going to go to Dallas. Like Dallas, as the organization, we want Earl.
Okay.
We don't want Irving because they've come out and said, I don't think we're going to pursue him. I think they're going to let him go. He wants to stay. I don't think Dallas wants to keep him.
Okay.
Now, I am impartial because I don't know the man. Again, I think he's got a record too, so he's a guy that we would typically keep. But I don't think Dallas wants him. What I'm not getting at is we aren't Dallas. We are Cowboys fans. If Dallas loses a game, we didn't lose because we didn't play. If Dallas wins a game, we didn't win because we didn't play. And so whoever that guy was that accused us of being Rams and being on the team and winning, that's not right because we're not Rams either. And none of us actually play.
But we are winners.
We're winners, but we don't play in the NFL. So if any time you get confused when we say we, meaning it's our team, like we suit up and play, we don't, ever. There is this thought process that Cole Beasley may be one of us in the room because we've never been seen in the same room at the same time. We wear the same number. We're about the same size. One of us is a little faster than the other if we were to line up and race. And it wouldn't be me because I'm not fast anymore. I'm slow. Regardless, that's my favorite shtick we run in the text thread of all time.
Well, I'm still fast.
For how many steps?
5.
Yep.
Yep, then I'm going down.
Those are the most important steps.
That's right. Your first 5.
Well, I'm not fast for any of my steps.
Zero fast steps.
Zero fast steps, and I can't turn right or left any longer.
So very much a
When I'm
straight runner going real slow.
Yeah.
It's because you follow your pinky.
Yeah.
Your big pinky.
It's thrown
Exactly.
it's thrown your equilibrium
That's
off.
what it is.
It really messed with the old equal delivery.
Good one.
I don't get it.
Stroke number 45.
48
Yeah.
on the show. We've had more strokes than shows,
Yeah, we have.
which is fine. Jordy Nelson defends the donkey. Not a surprise here. One, because Jordy Nelson was not productive at all in Oakland. Neither was anyone else. But he clearly is. Those two guys love each other like brothers on the football field.
Yep.
So you have that.
Yeah, basically he was saying that there's only 3 people talking bad things about Rodgers, and I don't think he was referring to the 3 of us.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not true because there's 5 of us on the show and nobody talks well about him. Now, Produce never says anything bad because he's not paying attention. He doesn't even know who he is. But still, we
True.
include him. So, because
Do you know his first name?
Whose first name?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers spelled with a D, not like I spell it on Instagram all the time.
What?
I always spell
he
it
is lost.
Rogers.
I am so lost right now.
There's a picture
Oh,
that
Donkey
sits on
Rodgers.
the show. Yeah, his first name
Okay.
is Aaron,
Yeah.
but we call him Donkey.
Right.
Some people call him Aaron, the Donkey Rodgers.
Okay.
Some people meaning only him.
Oh, okay.
You do it too. You just don't know it yet.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's kind of like that time that Steve Shorts and I, Steve, what's up, buddy? We
Hi,
showed
Steve.
up, we stopped at a gas station.
Yeah, we did.
And I would do this with regularity. If we were planning for a trip, I would go in and I would get a random snack. And I would come out and I'd say, Steve, I got your favorite snack. and I would do it until it became his favorite snack. And so I did it with Sunkissed until he was like, yes, that's actually my favorite. And so he would then start to get it. And so then I started doing it with the pink snowballs. And it never caught on.
I don't think that's going to catch on.
But I
Those
fought
are
it, man.
gross.
Every time I'd walk in and be like, pink snowball for Steve. And then I'd give it to him and he'd be like, dude, I hate these, man. Stop getting them for me.
But he'd eat them?
But nope. No, I never could get him to eat them because he hated them because they're gross.
Well, hey, fun fact about Jordy Nelson. He was actually more productive this year with Oakland than he was last year with Green Bay.
Well, he was injured for part of the year last year.
He had the same amount of targets, though.
Oh.
So I'm going to
really?
count that. 88 for both years.
Oh. So, all right.
How many catches?
But
Granted,
granted, Rodgers
catches?
was injured last season. So now we're comparing it to who was Green Bay's backup last year to Derek Carr.
I don't know. That's funny. Nobody knows who played for Green Bay.
Because we don't care.
That's not
Brett
saying
Hundley?
It's going through
Yep.
my head.
There it is.
Hundley or Hindley? Hundley?
Hundley.
Oh, well, darn. That was going to be a hot topic.
I tried, guys.
Yeah, good job. I'm proud of you.
So basically, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
Okay, so Jordy defends the donkey. People are still talking trash about him in Green Bay, which is not normal because Green Bay does not talk trash about Ron the donkey. But apparently 3 people do.
Anonymously.
Because they're afraid.
Because he runs the show.
He does run the show. That's why McCarthy got fired.
Yep.
I love, if you're not following us on Instagram, follow us on BL Sports Show. There are now over 1,500 comments. I'm not exaggerating. There are over 1,500 comments in the arguments about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
Is it really?
There are over 1,500.
Combination?
There are 3 posts, all of which have over 500 comments, people arguing about who's the best.
Me. I'm the best.
It's amazing. Like, if we're down in numbers, just post something about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, and people will go nuts.
577? 401? 730?
So, there you
Dang.
go. Over 1,500. There's not a whole lot on that one.
7.
7.
People didn't like that post. I thought it was funny.
Which one?
The Brady.
They were
counting
going to
his
invite
rings.
Rodgers.
the black
but
and
he
white
was
one.
Double checking his discount.
Yep.
That
Yeah, he was.
funny. That was quality. Whatever.
The public says otherwise.
Yeah, they did. They said, no case. That is a loss. And I said, I'm sorry. I will not do that again. I'll go back to something else.
Well, you tried.
I did. I tried real hard. What else we have in the NFL that we want to discuss? Anything? Do we want to push the button today?
Sure.
What do you think? We're going to shift to serious gear for a moment. What do you think about Robert Kraft?
I mean, I think what he's involved in is absolutely horrible. I like what the state prosecutor was talking about at the press conference, that, look at this as a whole. Like, human trafficking is a horrible thing that we have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't cut off the demand, then there will always be a supply. And
Agreed.
he is just one of the people who has helped contribute to the reason we have human trafficking. So it's awful, and I really hope that the NFL takes a stand on this and takes it seriously. I don't think they will. I think they will, after all this is settled with the courts, Roger Goodell will come down with a fine, which will be absolutely nothing.
They said the fine that fits where they would categorize this is $500,000. For the everyday person, compared to Robert Kraft, it averages out to, I think it's 11.87 cents.
It was
not
$2.
11. I'm sorry. Is it $2? It's $2.87.
Yep.
Is what it is.
It's
That's the
changed.
equivalent of the fine.
Yeah, it's changed to him. And so I
Must be
think
nice.
I really think
287 cents.
I really think the NFL needs to make an example of him. But he is like what they call their most successful owner, where he bought he bought the franchise and has taken them to 6 Super Bowls.
No,
sorry, 6 wins.
He's taken them to 9.
And I just I don't think he was going to be a Hall of Famer too, and I almost think this should disqualify you. If they made Carolina's owner sell the team because he was a racist.
Yep. I think that, and this is going to sound harsh, I think Kraft should have to sell, and I think half of the funds should go to organizations that are invested in rescuing trafficked women.
Yeah, I just don't know how you mandate somebody selling a business. I mean, they've done it.
They've done it.
I think they have the precedence because
They did it.
Goodell has complete control over the league.
Yeah.
But Goodell also works for the owners.
Mm-hmm.
And unless the other owners are the ones saying we need to do this, I don't think the owners will collectively agree that this is a good idea, because probably most of them are involved with this stuff too.
No doubt.
Hot take.
So in America, the Super Bowl is the I think it is Super Bowl weekend is the highest traffic time in the United States. The highest human traffic time in the United States, and like one of the most productive financial black market sex industry profiting weekends like in our nation.
Yep.
Is the Super Bowl. He was busted off of, like, they also have footage from him AFC Championship weekend. Same place. Was in Florida, hopped on a plane, and then went to
that's
AFC Champs.
The two counts were
Yeah.
in Jupiter the day before and the day of the AFC Championship.
Right.
So that's the only times we actually have evidence. Even though he is denying it, they said they have video footage.
Video footage of him there.
Him exchanging money.
Yeah.
So I hope they do something that is going to be drastic, because I think this is something that they need to take a stand on and
Absolutely.
not sweep under the rug again.
Absolutely. I don't think they shouldn't, and they can't, and they probably will.
Yep.
So
Legally, it says that if he's convicted, he could face 1 year in jail, a $5,000 fine, and 100 hours of community service.
So jail time is probably unlikely, since this would be a first conviction. This would only be if he pleaded not guilty all the way through court.
Right.
And then they decided to do the maximum. It'd
He's
be
also
a year.
the owner of their MLS soccer team in New England.
Yep.
And the Gillette Stadium. He owns the stadium too.
Uh-huh.
And the Kraft Group.
The offense is considered
What
a
doesn't this guy own?
first-degree misdemeanor.
Yes.
That dude is messed up.
Yeah.
Seriously messed up. So your dad says NFL said they would take. George Graham says NFL would take appropriate action, maybe not sell, but forced to step down. I guess we'll see. So
Yeah. Don't know.
don't know. Anything else? NFL.
The AAF happened this weekend.
It
Anybody
did.
watch?
Nope.
All right. But there was a cool dog trick. I sent that to you guys. Did you guys watch that video?
I didn't see
I
the
did.
dog trick. What happened?
So
Did you watch that video from the group chat?
Yeah, I did. The dog.
Did you really?
I don't believe you.
Yeah, the dog, it did the trick.
So they were trying to set a record
you need
for.
to pay more attention to the group
They
chat.
were working on setting a record for longest frisbee throw caught by a dog.
Seriously.
83 yards. Dog.
And
ran.
it's not even
incredible.
it wasn't even the dog's error. It was like the human could not throw it far enough for that dog. The dog was like sitting there waiting under it, like
Yeah, the dog had to
That's it?
sit at the 80-yard
He's
line.
like, I
or
could've
at
gone
80
farther.
yards.
at the 80-yard line with the wide sets.
Wow. Donkeys?
Donkeys.
Okay. There's a 5-donkey wide set. It was the
On
glowest
the
throw
80
ever.
On the 80-yard line.
Sheesh. Okay. MLB.
You deserve that
Let's
one.
talk some baseball.
Okay.
We got Manny Machado going to the Padres. 10-year, $300 million. Lots of money.
It's more money than I have.
When did he sign that?
When?
A couple days ago.
Was it last Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was the day after the show. Manny signs, shows up in camp, says he's going to play third base, not shortstop, which you sent out a stat. He's played 6,474 innings at third base, and he's played 1,700. No. What was it?
Working on it.
1,318?
Man, I'm impressed you remember that.
I know. I'm very impressed.
Well,
I was going around it.
I was figuring up the games, and then you're like, no, you're wrong. But I was figuring like just
I didn't.
strictly
I didn't
off
put
of-
it that way. Thank you.
No, I know, but it was like I
Are you
read
ready?
yours and I was like, wait, and I was like, oh yeah,
6,474 innings at third and 1,694 innings at short.
So he's played roughly 730 games at shortstop, and he's played 199 at shortstop. At
731,
31 third base, 199 at shortstop.
Correct.
So it's really not that big of a deal. Like, they're making more of a story out of it than it really is.
Well, yeah, I don't know why that came across as a surprise. Because the Padres have the number one prospect in baseball right now, and that's Fernando Tatis Jr. Man, I remember watching his dad play. He was fun to watch. And I think Jr. is going to be even better.
He's quicker. Got quicker hands.
Yeah, they're saying he's phenomenal.
Yep.
So,
yeah, so that's gonna be if he comes up, that infield is now gonna be stacked.
he's gonna come up. It's just a matter of when. Yeah,
because he's still young. He's like 20.
Yeah, but the Padres positioned themselves this offseason to bring him up.
Yep,
is what they did. They really loaded to get ready for that move, and then they went after Manny.
Yep.
So,
and they were still interested in trying to get Harper as well.
I think they wanted one of the two.
Well, I think they're still in the mix. There's like 5 or 6 teams that are still trying to get Harper, but he has turned down multiple offers from people. So, I don't know.
Well, I think they positioned themselves. The Padres did a good job with their infield. They brought Kinsler in. Their current second baseman, they're going to play him at short until...
Wait, Kinsler's in San Diego?
He is. They brought Kinsler in. Literally, this is what happened. They signed Kinsler to a 2-year, $8 million deal right after the Las Vegas meetings. And with the plan to move their current second baseman to short, Kinsler will play second, and then they bring Manny in. Kinsler is there to play second and to help bring along... What's his name? The kid coming up.
Tatis?
Yeah, he's there to help Tatis as he comes up, to mentor him because he's the old man in the room. And literally, that's his, man, I want to finish out my career going somewhere I can invest in a young guy coming up. Who else to invest in but one of the best that's coming up?
Yeah.
Which is why he went. And so he lands there, helps bring him up, and then has to fight Diva Manning while he's doing it because he's now looking at Machado as this dude's amazing.
Yeah.
And he is a bit of a diva. So, but from a
Urias
talent standpoint,
that's who's going to be at second base.
Urias.
So
he's going to short until they bring up the kid, and then he'll go back to second. Kid will go to short, and then Kinsler will go to the bench.
Yep,
is how that's going to work. So
Tyson says apparently Topps is selling baseball cards with swatches of the tablecloth they use for Manny's press conference.
Well, why wouldn't you do that?
If it sells,
it's a cloth card. That sounds like a Woad idea.
So Manny spent the first 4 years of his baseball playing career at third base. Then he rotated shortstop third, shortstop third, shortstop third.
Yep.
Did he play third in L.A. or did he play both?
Both.
Okay. All right. Well, L.A. is now in the conversation for Harper. They were saying Phillies. We thought it was going to be today, and instead of seeing an article that said Phillies, it said he's meeting with the Dodgers.
Yes. So they met with him, and then I meant to send out a tweet. There was a Brinks truck that was parked outside of the Dodgers training facility.
Okay.
That the joke was that they were getting ready to pay Harper.
Oh, I got it.
They were bringing all the cash.
I got it, which is why they would let Manny walk and not worry about it.
So a Brinks truck is an armored car that holds cash.
Are they red?
No, they are white. That is Produce. What's the other company?
What up, Black?
The other company, what?
We're even listening.
What is
Dude,
it?
I space out
What
just
is
watching the video.
What is it?
So there's Brinks, and then what's the other company?
Dunbar?
Yes, Dunbar's the red.
Okay, got it. So maybe
But we don't care about Dunbar. We only
LA.
care about backing the Brinks truck up.
L.A. makes more sense than Philly to me for
Correct.
Harper.
But LA does not want to make a long-term deal. They are willing to pay him more up front and say, "Hey, we'll pay you $40 million a year." I don't know what the number is, but they're saying we'll pay you a lot for 5 years.
Yeah, they're saying we'll make you the highest paid per year, not the biggest contract.
Yeah, and
is the rumor.
I think Harper wants the biggest deal ever. I think that's where he wants to hang his hat. And
I think
but
that's
I don't think the Phillies are going to pay him what he wants.
That's probably why we're still waiting
Yep.
to see.
And that's something that I'm frustrated. All the players who are frustrated with people not being signed because it's not setting the bar for free agency. Harper's turning down stuff, and he's turning down some good contracts. I mean, he turned down a $300 million.
Yeah, to stay home.
Yeah, to not go anywhere.
Man, that would be hard for me if I'm coming out of the season and the team that brought me in, I played there for 7 years. The fans love me. Like he's the golden child in Washington. You cannot go wrong. And they just offered you $300 million to stay for 10. That's not even a hometown discount.
And that would have put you as the highest paid player.
Yeah, at the time.
Now it'd be tied
other than
it'd be tied with Manny now.
Stanton.
Yeah, he had the biggest deal. Giancarlo Stanton had a how many years was his deal? His was for a 325. Yeah. Which that's a big deal. So that's what people are throwing around the number. He wants 326 because he wants to have that title. Which
13-year, $325 million.
My bad.
Which was a big deal. That's a
long deal.
Yeah, so Manny's right now is the most per year.
Correct.
In Carlos or
Stanton is the biggest deal ever, cash wise.
Exactly. So, and Harper wants that. The problem is when he does it, Trout's going to break it.
Yeah. I hope so.
Pujols is going to be done.
Whoever his agent is, better work a deal.
Yeah, Pujols is going to be done, and unless Trout does Trout, which he probably will, Trout could get it, but since he's Trout, he might not.
Yeah.
Because he's Trout.
And
because he wants to play baseball.
And it sounds like he's made up his mind where he wants to go. He wants to go to Philly. And so I think that's also why Philly is kind of hedging their bet on Harper. Like, well, in a year or two, we can get Trout probably at a discount. And he's better. Harper was ranked like number 76 this last season.
That's true. What's up, Barnesy?
What up, Barnes?
Yeah. So that if I was Philly, I would wait.
Absolutely. They just signed a left fielder. I'm sorry, right fielder.
Yeah.
So you don't need him.
I would wait.
Well, you know,
Part of me, and I hate that I think this stuff, part of me hopes nobody signs him. To prove a point, because he got good offers.
yeah,
He got
greedy.
He got good offers, and he is since his MVP season, he's been a mediocre player.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's still averaging 279. His career average is 279, which is high.
No, but since his MVP season, he's been averaging under 240.
He was 249 this last year.
I know. I'm saying
the year before that,
since
he was
2014.
319. 319 last year.
He hit 319 last year?
No, he didn't.
2 years ago. He was
Yeah, I was
249,
gonna
then
say.
319,
The year before was lights out. So
then 243, 330, 273, 274, 270.
What years are you talking about?
That was 18 going to 12.
start at the
Okay,
beginning
yeah.
and list them off.
Okay, 270,
Okay.
274.
Wait, do we start in 12?
Start at the beginning and going forward.
Go.
So at the beginning, God created heaven.
Which is?
270, 274, 273, 330, 243, 319, 249.
Which is pretty darn good.
Okay, so his last three seasons. Tell me what they are.
243, 319, 249. Tyler.
What is it?
270.
Okay.
Tyler's like, good night, gentlemen. Huge fan.
All right, buddy.
Our biggest fan said, "Oh, hi, bye."
He
Hey,
watched
good night.
and he commented twice.
So we like to hear.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, Tyson, the Cubs said that they were not going to make any cash. They don't have enough cash.
Yeah.
So I don't, unless that was like a
Wrigley would do that.
yeah, unless they were saying that to come under the gun. But like, yeah, they basically said we don't have money to pay people.
Yeah.
Because they paid way too much for pitcher Yu Darvish. Way overpaid for
Yeah,
him.
really.
I feel like somebody else did something like that one time.
Mm-hmm. Several times.
The Arizona Cardinals?
No.
No, we're talking about the
The
Rangers.
Texas Rangers.
Gosh.
You guys remember that A-Rod deal that we paid for Wait, we're still paying for that one. A-Rod's retired. He's making more from Texas right now than he is from the Yankees. No, from who's he working for in the booth? Is it ESPN?
He's ESPN and Fox.
Yeah.
I don't know how that worked out.
I don't know either.
His agent's really good too.
Apparently so.
I mean, to work for two competing broadcasting.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no doubt. Tebow goes 0 for 2.
You like what I did on there?
Tebow in 2.
Tebow and 2.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
It's a pun.
0 and 2.
0 and 2. Tebow
Who's
and
Owen?
2.
Oh, I get it. It's like 0 and 8. 0 and 8 for the Chargers. 0 and 8 Rivers. You remember him?
Who?
His name used to be Philip, and he changed it to 0 and 7, and then he lost again, so he named him 0 and 8.
0 and 8.
0 and 8 Rivers.
What a guy.
He's got 8 kids. He's won 8 times and he's lost 8 times.
Big winner, big loser.
Yeah, he does what he does. So Tebow goes 0 and 2, but he allegedly went to the movie premiere that he helped produce, but apparently it wasn't him; it was his brother.
Correct.
So there was a Tebow at the premiere.
Correct. Robbie
Tebow. Shout out to Robbie. Good thing you're not playing baseball for the Mets because we were gonna rag on you, but you're not. Your brother is, and Blake hates him. I don't. I like Tebow.
If Pepper was here, he'd agree with me.
No, he wouldn't. He's not here.
No, Pepper doesn't like Tebow either. He's done with him. After that interview last week, he's really tired of him. That one where he was like, just shoot for the stars. Follow your heart. I don't know.
Don't listen to the haters.
Don't listen to haters.
Cut that chatter.
Cut that chatter. They just don't like you.
Cut that hater chatter.
They don't like you because you like you. I don't know.
Tebow had a ball robbed yesterday by Miles Straw of the Houston Astros.
Did he?
Go
Good catch.
Stros. Yeah, I sent the. Oh, nobody. Does anybody
I
read what I said?
I
looked
watched
at
it.
I looked
I
at
pay
it.
attention to the group chat,
Nobody-
unlike produce.
I totally looked at it.
I text things and I send videos and nobody watches or reads what I say.
I totally looked at the text.
In my defense, I also send like 20 things a day. So
Sometimes it's all in a row.
That's true.
yeah.
No, I read what you send, and I read
Sometimes
that one.
I
didn't
hold
watch the video.
I hold back sending things. I'm like, I've already sent 3 things and nobody has said anything, so I'm not sending anything else
I just keep sending crap.
until
Yes,
somebody
Case
responds.
is the worst. He'll just keep it
I'm
coming.
just like, when
no,
I'm on a roll,
he's
I'm like-
talking to himself half the
It's
time.
coming, guys. It's coming. And then I'm laughing. Like I'm crying, and ain't nobody participating. I'm the only one.
And I'm just get progressively annoyed because my phone keeps buzzing. No, ignore.
Yeah.
Then produce doesn't ever read anything.
Gosh.
You have to text him. You group text, and then you text him, and then he looks at all of it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I have a high focused job.
I have figured out the magic on how you get a hold of produce in the group text.
Dude, you can't.
So
Produce can't hold her.
you can't hold. You know what you can hold?
a log of
A
Twizzlers.
double log. I threw you a double.
What
You're
a
welcome.
ball hawk snag right
Nice.
You're
there.
welcome.
It was off camera, though.
Green would be
Yeah.
proud.
So relief pitcher for Boston has not been signed. What's his last name? Starts with a K.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Also, Dallas Keuchel.
The big old beer guy that leans down and does this.
Yes.
Craig.
Dude, I love it when he plays.
Craigle.
I love it when he plays and the entire, like, behind home plate, they all stand up and do this. It is hysterical. Oh, my gosh, that's awesome. That's almost as cool as A&M when you throw 4 balls and then they just start chanting. Oh, and 5. Oh,
Ooh.
and 5. Oh,
No,
and
they
5.
say
Oh, and
ball
6.
4. Ball.
That's it.
Ball 6.
Ball 6.
Kimbrel.
Kimbrel.
There it is.
What? Now, he's good. His ERA was like 2.47. It was
I
like
will let you know.
42 saves or something like that.
Hey,
That's too many.
My dad came with a hot stat.
What is
Yeah,
it?
he did.
Tebow's batting average was higher than Harper's last year.
It was. He batted 273, 274.
But he also played like 5 games, so.
He did not play 5 games. He played 88 games last year.
Tebow?
Yes.
He played 84 games,
See? 84 games.
Like I said.
271 at bats,
And what was his average?
273.
See? I
So-
didn't get any of those numbers right, but I was close. Not one of them was right. Golly. That's not bad. Like, I know that you're like, dude, it was AA ball and AAA ball. And at the same time, it's still 274, 73.
Was that
What
all in AAA?
Which is fun fact, AA. Fun fact.
See, AA.
274 was Kimbrel's ERA.
Oh, but that's also really good.
I said 247. Again, everything is wrong.
But
You're going to bet against somebody.
Welcome to the Bush League Sports Show. I suck at this.
That's our new tagline.
Oh, glad you're watching. I'm gonna be quiet the rest of the show.
Well,
I'm just gonna say one word, free agent, and that's two.
That's not one word. You can't even get that right.
Dang it! Forget it. I'm just gonna talk.
Well, there's still quite a few free agents out there. Like I said, Dallas Keuchel from the Astros, who was a great starting pitcher.
Why didn't they keep him?
I don't know. I don't know the reason behind that.
Why does a team like the Astros or like, and when I say like, I mean, why don't the Astros and why don't the Red Sox, why don't they keep the guys that helped get them where they got? And especially like Boston, like they won. They won. Why would you let that guy go? You won.
Winning's not fun.
And he was... What?
You're looking farther down the road. That's what every team's doing.
They're probably all asking for a lot of money.
You're only using 5 words. You got to lean into your mic,
Okay.
Pops.
This is my 6th
There it
word. Money.
There it is. Pops gets it right, and I always get it wrong. That's...
Yeah,
I got that. I got that from my mom. My mom's always wrong back home.
No, Mom is not wrong. She's listening to you.
I
I'm
know.
sure.
I know. I just gave.
Sounds like a wise husband.
I just pitched a softball up for you. You're welcome. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Thanks for
Mom.
letting
Hi,
Dad
Mom.
come. Dad came into town from Amarillo. My parents are from Amarillo. That's where
Isn't
I'm
that
from.
in Oklahoma?
It's real close.
No.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because
You Arizona desert-loving.
Fartlek.
remember before we canceled the show, before we came back and all that stuff, like either Drew or Blake
it was me.
being real serious about that being in
Yeah.
Oklahoma, and you got mad at him.
Yeah.
That's why I brought that up.
That is. There are only a couple things you can say to me that really frustrate me. That's one. Don't know what the other one is. Oh, no, I do. It's when you quote Jeremiah 29:11.
Which did you like my thing that I sent you about that today?
What?
Didn't see that, did you now?
Did you send a Jeremiah 29:11 quote?
Yes. Well,
Where?
It was an article from Babylon Bee.
Did you send it to
I bet
just
Holder
me?
didn't see it.
No, it was on the Instagram.
Where's it at?
On the Instagram.
You produce.
You sent it to me on Instagram?
It's right here. I can win all sports games through Christ who strengthens me.
Philippians
4:13.
Thank you, Tebow, for wearing that verse forever.
Yep.
With his Bible verse stuff that he was wearing, there was some cool stuff that happened though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it kept happening. So that some really cool just.
Yep.
Anyways,
But still,
regardless,
it's
you
not
still
meant for,
hate him. That's fine.
It's not meant for sports.
No, that verse was not meant. Paul didn't write that with Tebow in mind, winning for Florida in the swamp. He wasn't like, man, Tim's gonna need, and I don't mean like Timothy that I picked up and am mentoring and is a pastor now in Ephesus. I mean like Timothy Tebow in 2008 is gonna need this for his eyes. 2009, it was 09, wasn't it?
But he did win the Heisman.
He did win the Heisman.
Yeah.
So was he wrong?
My question is, do you think Paul was watching that game? Probably.
Just because he
was cool.
Yeah, if someone's going to quote him, might as well watch him.
Yeah, like, hey, I
That's
wonder,
just like mutual respect.
I wonder if Jesus was like, hey, Paul, your boy's playing.
Game's on.
Got your quote on.
Hold on. Commercials.
Shout out, Paul.
Shout out.
I wonder if Jesus is like, really? You're going to shout out to him? You're giving Paul the shout out? All right, you know what?
Go
I'm just
find the
gonna wait.
red letters.
I'll just wait. I will wait until you use mine, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. That's what happened. Jesus was like, I'm upset with this.
Now, I've got a question for our number one, Tim. So, being an Amarillo resident,
Amarilloite.
Amarillian,
Okay.
are you going to be a Sod Poodle fan?
You know, baseball's baseball. The whole deal on the name of the team was a joke to start with. I mean, he was one to upset. The cool part about the whole deal is the guy in Amarillo that's sent in for the
Trademark.
The names?
the name, yeah, for the names, and got ahead of them. Now they're going to have to. He's going to make the money off of it. They're trying to buy him out now.
Oh, smart.
So
That's-
here's what happened in Amarillo.
So wait,
The
hold on. I'm
Padres.
confused.
Okay, so the
Quick question.
Okay,
Is it Amarillo or Amarilla?
Amarillo.
Amarillo. It ends with an O, but we call
Daddy,
it
sure.
Amarillo.
So here's some
like
background for
Wildereta.
me.
How do you pronounce Wildereta? Wilderado or Wilderator?
Probably throw that O on there.
Here's the thing: the only people that would understand the name Wildereta are the people that are from Amarillo,
Right.
because you all looked at him like, "What are you talking about?"
Where's this place at?
Yeah, it's outside of Amarillo. Regardless, so the Padres, San Diego, who used to have a team there. They used to have a minor league team in Amarillo. This isn't the first time they've had one. And so they ended up leaving, and then we've had the Amarillo Dillas, which was a lot of fun. They actually were a lot of fun.
Was that
They
the
were fun.
Amarillo Dillas?
The Dillas, the Amarillo
Dillas?
Dillas.
It's just you just say one word.
Yes,
Amarillo
Amarillo
Dillas.
Dillas. Yeah, and so they were there for a while. The-
Quesadillas.
Get some Amarillo.
Yes.
Hang on. Oh, I got this. Get some Amarillo Dilla quesadillas.
There you go.
there
There
it
you
is.
go.
Oh,
You got it.
yeah.
Whoa.
So they
Eminem
leave.
over here.
Nailed it.
They leave town. The Gold Sox from way back in the day
Did they also wear gold
come
pants?
back.
There were no pants.
They wore gold pants.
Yeah, they did.
Sweet uniforms.
They were.
And so the Gold Sox come back and they play independent league ball for a little while. Then they decide, hey, Padres are coming back to town. They put a single A team there, and then they go like totally deck the stadium out. Like they've revamped the whole thing. It's really cool. But then they decide, we're going to let the people of the town decide the name.
Well, they built a new stadium.
Yeah, built a new stadium.
Yeah.
So, but it's in the same spot, right?
No,
It's not?
it's downtown, off of Buchanan.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Amarillo is changing a lot,
Oh, it
and I
is.
don't even know about it.
Yeah.
So the Dillas and the Sod Boodles don't play in the same place. So they build a new stadium. They decide we're going to let the town pick the name. Because Amarillo is known for our extreme creativity.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, you are.
there's Juilliard and then Amarillo. Like ACC, that's where like you go to there and then straight to Juilliard for creativity. And
Facts.
so they all throw in their ideas. Well, I don't know who, but they decided, hey, like we have these prairie dogs in town. Like there are prairie dog cities in Amarillo. Like you can drive around and say, like, oh look, and there's all these prairie dogs popping out, and it's like, okay, great. They're a rodent that you can't get rid of, right? Like you have to bomb the thing, right, to get rid of them.
Yeah, there you can't get rid of them.
Yeah, so
Oh.
so somebody decides, hey, they refer to these things as sod poodles.
Yeah, they do.
Well, that was a lie too, but
I've never, when I read it, I was like, what's a sod poodle? I'm
couldn't tell
from
ya.
there.
that's what everybody said.
Well, you know, it's like a poodle's a type of dog, so there's the dog part, and then like sod is like ground.
It's prairie.
prairie,
It's just, yeah,
prairie
dog.
sod. So you know,
I get I understand the etymology
it's like
of the name.
topsoil
Yeah.
golden retriever.
However, here's what I'm getting at.
Now that's
They said these people, like the Amarillians,
Amarillians.
they have been referring to these animals for centuries as sod poodles. As I read the article, was like, I grew up 0 to 18. This was my hometown. I left 5 times to go to the lake. Like that was the extent of our world travels, right? Like that was, when I left town, I was like, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I went up north to visit college. Went to Virginia. Was there for a weekend. And I came home, and Mom and Dad were like, "What'd you like?" I was like, "No, I hate it." And they're like, "Why?" There's like all these trees, I can't see anything. Like I was claustrophobic. I physically could not go that far for college because of that. And so I went to Dallas for college. So what I'm getting at is I've never in my life heard the term sod poodle ever. Whoever wrote that? Have you ever heard that?
No, but a lot of people have looked it up to see where that really came from, and that's not where it came from.
Where'd it come from?
So the name is a lie.
Definitely.
Well, but here are some of the other finalists.
Before you get there,
Topsoil
Yeah,
golden
go
retriever.
ahead. Go ahead. Name them.
So
let's hear the
So
creativity.
they had
of
sod
Amarillo.
poodles. So
Yeah,
that
they
was
did.
that was the choice.
Sod Poodle was the guy that was running the show. That was his.
Yeah. Then there was
They just
also
didn't say it was.
yeah, there's also boot scooters.
Boat scooting.
Hey.
Oh, boat scooting booty. Oh, boogie.
Boogie.
What is
Yeah.
it?
But apparently,
Where are you from?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Okay.
West.
Yeah. We
The
also
desert.
we also got Bronc Busters
Bronc Buster.
and Jerky.
Like beef?
Like,
Jerky.
Just Jerky.
They had some really good names that they had picked
That's
out.
dumb.
There
jerky.
was some-
Those are all
Amarillo
pretty
Jerky.
dumb.
there were some good names that were presented.
Well, we didn't pick one. Instead, we got the sod poodles. However, you're going to give me a hat, right?
I will work on
You're
that.
working
Yes.
on it. Okay. So I am going to wear a hat. And
Oh, we'll support the team.
yeah, totally. Because
We're big fans.
We're Padre fans. Why are we
Yeah.
Padre fans? Because the single A
Sod
ball
poodles.
team is in Amarillo, and because we
It's
know
double A.
people.
It's double A team.
Is it double A?
The sod poodles are gonna be double A.
Double A. Mhm.
Once again, I'm wrong.
They're big time now.
We've moved up already, and I didn't even know it.
Well,
That's
so
phenomenal.
they go from the sod poodles, which is double A, and then they go to El Paso, which is the Chihuahuas.
Okay.
Mhm.
To AAA.
Oh, they're just sticking with the
Just a bunch of
dog
dogs.
theme.
That's exactly right.
But look how cute. Like, he's kind of
Look how
cute.
cute. Okay, when we refer to a mascot and a logo, please don't ever say, "Oh, look how cute."
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. How do I get this right?
No,
Look
it's
how
on
cute
there.
that guy
People
is.
can see it.
And they got good colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
White and blue.
I'm definitely wearing the hat.
And gold.
People be like, "What is that?" I was just gonna say Amarillo.
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 It's Amarillo Dilla.
Did what? Amarillo.
I just hope it's a good team.
Almost as cute
Yeah.
as the
Mumble the rest of it.
Yeah.
Cal
Amarillo.
Golden Bear.
Yeah.
Cal Golden Bear is pretty cute.
Amarillo.
I am excited to see
scooters.
the mascot dressed up at the games. That's what I'm excited to see.
Well,
I'm kidding, not really. But I am gonna go to Evocation Coffee, grab a cinnamon roll and some coffee, and then go watch a game.
Nice.
So,
Let's do it.
little shout out to Amarillo. Actually, it's got a couple coffee shops that are like big time popular in the hipster crowd. Correct?
A couple.
So that's what I said. A couple.
Yeah. Then you're correct for
Thank
once.
you. For one time, I was correct.
Only coffee, guys.
Hey guys,
Sports? No.
We're known.
Coffee?
We're known
Yes.
for prairie dogs, coffee, and a big steak that I have never. Have you ever been to the Big Texan?
oh gosh, yeah.
Okay, I've never been to the Big
Oh,
Texan.
gosh, yeah.
I've watched quite a few guys try to eat that.
Have you?
Mhm.
How big is
Okay.
it?
Case, are you actually from
72
Amarillo?
ounce.
Nope.
Never heard of a sod poodle and never had
No,
that
dude.
big
No way.
steak.
No. I mean, my residency said Amarillo, Texas, but clearly, I grew up in my own little bubble, the Case Hubbard bubble.
Interesting.
But
And
I
that's no joke.
was the lead character in my own show my whole
That's
life.
no joke too. We have film.
Yeah, we do.
I filmed it. We got it. Never mind. I'm not gonna tell a story. Stupid story. Never mind. Moving on. NBA. Okay. Here was a fun thing that I saw today. I was actually watching stuff on the NBA on ESPN, and they said that the New York Knicks. I cannot talk today. The New York Knicks have broke like a 17-game home game losing streak last night.
Yes.
Last night. And however, during the game, this dude makes a shot like total brick. I don't know who they were playing the
San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs. Dude for the Spurs shoots a brick. It bounces off. Two of the Knicks jump up to try to rebound it, and they both hit it, and it goes in.
Oh, touchdown.
They scored 2 points for the Spurs.
Ah, safety.
Yes.
Safety
In the
for the
NBA.
Spurs.
Like, clearly, your team's not great if you go for a rebound. There's no one else there, and you both hit it, and it goes in.
Oh, whoa.
Just a
What
shame.
happened, bro? Right there.
Produce
Whoop.
bumped it.
Right there.
Because he was trying to be all discreet, and you definitely saw like his hat go across the screen.
A levitating hat, and then the camera went. Oh.
Yeah, so that happened last night. Yes.
Okay, cool. Which is better, Harden's game or his beard?
Are we talking in terms of longevity? Definitely his beard.
I'm talking about greatness.
He is playing amazing basketball
He's
right
playing
now.
really well. Has his game streak been
Amazingly
ended
selfish.
yet?
Yes, because he didn't play last night.
So does it count?
I don't
If
know.
you
I don't
don't
know if the
play?
streak continues if you don't play. I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know how they do that. But he didn't play, but they still won. They beat the Warriors. And
Yeah.
so actually, they have beaten the Warriors 3 times this season in the regular season.
Which is interesting.
So to make the playoffs interesting. However, well, now that Chris Paul is back, so CP3 is back on the court, which is good because he was injured for a long time, and now that he's back, I think they actually have a chance of going deep into the playoffs.
Hey,
But
Dr. Blake.
we'll get to that. So I think they have a shot now, but for a while it was just hard doing everything, and that's never good.
Dr. Blake's mad at you. Dr. Blake.
At me?
No.
Because we're not talking about the NHL trade deadline.
I think someone would call him Dr. Wu.
Because nobody else here knows anything about hockey.
What's hockey?
Here's what I like.
I do. They wear some pretty cool uniforms.
I like this.
See, that's why you should be paying attention. Cool uniforms.
They do. They wear some cool
They
uniforms.
call
They
them
do wear-
They're
sweaters.
good on them skates on that ice.
That's what I said.
Did you really?
Yeah, we went to Boston on ice skate. I was like, wow, hockey players are really good.
Yeah.
Because this is not the easiest
It's
thing.
amazing.
I said that when I got home. I was like, those guys are talented athletes.
They are.
I'm just not willing to call it a sport yet.
Oh, it's a sport?
Yeah. That's see? See? Amarillo.
I just thought it was a fight.
It is.
That's why all the people in Amarillo go to watch it. They're just looking for blood.
on hockey skates. Those are not those
Yeah,
are
look at that.
pajamas. That's
Yeah,
those
prison
guys are,
uniforms.
these guys are like, hey, we're all going to bed.
Oh wait, we got a
Story
game.
time.
Whose idea
Story
was
time.
to call these good uniforms?
Well,
This
those-
There
yeah,
are some good ones though,
yeah, but
especially
not
the
those.
goalies. The goalies got some
Gosh.
cool looking uniforms.
Are those the Maple Leafs?
They got a leaf on there, so I'd
Yeah.
assume so.
Man, that's
They look
bad.
like maple leaves.
Hey, shout out to Tyson
It says
Linnerose.
CAC on it. So they might be from Flower Mound.
Shout out to Tyson Linnerose. Derek or Stat Guy said, "Are you from Amarillo as well?" He said, "Yes, I was a sponsor at a D-Now when Case was in middle school, and he also taught my Sunday school class for a while." I love that was quoted, and the next quote underneath in the text thread, somebody dropped the F-bomb, and it was a doctor who said it. And then Tyson comes back with Amarillo has darn fine hockey team. They do. Who's the hockey team in Amarillo?
Gorillas.
The Gorillas.
the
Yeah.
Amarillo Gorillas.
Yeah, they don't have dog faces or nothing.
Huh.
They couldn't think anything sod to go on the ice.
Couldn't
so.
get that going.
The gorillas out there.
They started playing. The hockey team came to
That makes
Amarillo.
sense.
Much easier to get gorillas to ice skate than dogs to go on.
The closest I ever saw or ever was to watching a hockey game in Amarillo, the Gorillas had just come. They had just started to be a team in Amarillo. Like the franchise just made it there. I was dating a girl. I was a sophomore in high school, and she liked going to the games. And she's like, "Hey, we need to go to this game." And we had dated for 2 weeks, and it was after church one night. We were going somewhere. I ended up wrecking my truck, following them. I got in a lot of trouble when I got home for wrecking
Do you
the
know
truck.
about this?
Yeah. This was one of the time. I didn't get in trouble in high school really all that much, but this was one time
Not that much.
I smashed my truck, came home, told Dad about it. He took my keys away. And it was about 5 minutes later, he came back in the room and he pitched me my keys and left. And I was like, do you remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
At this age, I've gone back through that memory and process. Were you thinking like, crap, we got to drive him everywhere now, and I don't
No.
want to do that?
No.
Oh,
Well, there's a long story behind that. We don't want to talk about it right now.
fair enough. Mom's watching.
Yeah, mom's.
Mom's watching.
Hi, mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Sorry I asked that one. All right. So Tyson says the Bulls. What is that?
That's what he was just showing you.
Yeah.
Oh, for the
Amarillo
uniforms?
Bulls.
No, the Amarillo Bulls.
The hockey team?
Yes.
Well, we had a hockey team earlier than that. Than
The Gorillas?
the Gorillas are. Yeah.
I never saw hockey live.
Okay. Linda
But I saw
Hubbard
the
is
Dillas a
now
lot.
Uh-oh.
involved in the text.
Mom
thread.
just said
What
question
Lots
mark.
of question marks.
She just said question mark.
She wants to hear the rest of the story.
All right.
Well,
Sorry.
maybe some other time.
Dad.
Joke Stealers. What is that? I didn't put Joke Stealers on the NBA rundown.
Oh,
you
it's
did, about
ESPN stealing our
LeBron.
jokes.
I did do that. Dang it. I am so far gone right now.
Oh, these are cool uniforms.
I had 2 M&Ms and I'm
Yeah,
just going
those are
crazy.
Cool.
Huh. They're just skeletons.
They're just skeletons.
I like them.
Matt Freeman, what's up, buddy?
So we were the first ones to put a loin in LeBron. Well, he's had 2 loins, but one of
LeBron
them
has
was
2
bad.
loins. His groin got hurt, and we started calling him LeBroin because we refer to the groin as a loin.
Yes.
What happened?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, so we refer stroke number
Who
49.
said that NHL had good uniforms? Because now I'm starting to get concerned.
But that's also the 70s.
Pops did.
Look at this.
The
Your
Seals.
The goalies have always got cool uniforms.
Yeah, they do.
Those guys aren't even wearing helmets.
No, only face masks.
Those guys are old school. I don't mean the goalie. I mean everyone else on the ice.
Oh.
Yes,
yeah.
Tyson. I put a loin in LeBron. See, I can't even say his real name
So
anymore.
yeah, so we took the loin and we paired it with LeBron and we made it LeBron.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, then ESPN, as of last week, like our show happened Monday, we talked about LeBron, and it wasn't First Take and it wasn't NFL Live, obviously, but
Well, we did that like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
yeah, we can go back and timestamp it. I was in the gym and I look up and it's the show with the Hispanic guy.
Highly questionable.
Highly questionable. I look up and it says LeGroin, and I was like, "Are you kidding me right now? Like, are you kidding me right now?" This isn't the first time someone has stole one of our jokes. Like, this happens with great consistency. Yes, gird up your LeBroins. That's right, Matt Freeman. That's what we're talking about.
Gird them on up.
Gird them on up and get out there on the court. So, ESPN, highly questionable. We are coming after you. We see you. We see what's going on. Like, not only that, our show's better because fans get to talk during the show. Yeah, and we don't steal other people's jokes. We don't. Not one time have we stolen a joke. We may have taken some pictures off of the internet and used them for memes, but we've never stolen a joke. Which leads me to my next point. Do you have those pictures up?
Yep.
We decided, because the Oscars were last night,
Not those pictures.
we liked the Oscars, and we all watched them and noticed that there were a few professional athletes that should have been nominated throughout the year for an Oscar for their role in a film. And so we'll just kick it off real quick.
Hey, can you
In a
change
minute.
the camera angle?
We'll kick it off real quick in a minute. In the meantime, I am
There
going
it
to
is.
tell you. So Russell Westbrook, we nominated him for his role in Creed 2, wearing his sleeveless shirt, got some guns showing. He looks like he could have been on Creed 2. That one's not that funny, but I felt like it was a good opening.
He's a little taller than the actor in Creed 2, I think.
Well, do you think? That dude's pretty big.
Was it Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
They just use movie magic. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. MJ with a B.
With a B.
In the middle.
In
But he,
BJ.
He's 6 foot,
but he wears J's.
so he's not small.
He's pretty jacked, too.
He's a big
He's
boy.
yoked out of his mind. Okay, so that's our first one. Not that funny, but the second one, it progressively gets funnier. It's kind of like stand-up comedy with Holder. We've got Swaggy P for his role in Miami Vice. What a phenomenal show. That's a quality Hawaiian shirt. And he's got some Hawaiian pants on, too.
It's 2 shirts.
Is a what?
It's 2 patterns.
Well, yeah, but they're Hawaiian.
I don't know. That left one seems more like Amarillo and
No.
I got a rope out in the truck.
Dang.
That's old school right there.
who drove? You or him? Oh, good. The truck's at home
I
still.
did. I
But
did.
he's got a rope in his gym.
Oh dear.
He better still have it.
Ropes,
that
ropes,
kinda shirt,
guns,
though-
and jumper cables.
You can do 2 scenes. You can turn one way and do a scene, and then turn the other way and do the other scene.
Yeah, that's why they call it Miami Vice.
Like
Right.
like Zorro the Gay Blade.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess.
That was a great movie.
Who?
Zorro.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, Zorro the Gay Blade. Who played Zorro in that movie? He was
Antonio Banderas.
Nope, that was not that one.
My bad?
George Hamilton.
George Hamilton.
George Hamilton.
Oh, the one with George Hamilton.
Yes.
Okay.
And so he had half a costume on in that
Okay.
movie. It was funny.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Anyway, next one.
Next slide coming up. We've got Cam Newton for his role in Mary Poppins. I wish that one was bigger. That's one that I wrote it and I laughed. I sat there and I laughed with great consistency. Cam Newton is always wearing phenomenal game day gear.
There we
Boom.
go.
Look at that. Does he not look like he was on Mary Poppins? You tell me he doesn't look like Bert or that other guy, Marty, or whatever his name was.
He looks like he should have some penguins dancing next to him.
No doubt. Like, those should not be Panthers. They should be Penguins.
Unless they had top hats on.
Yep. Regardless, we have now renamed the Carolina Panthers the Carolina Penguins. You're welcome.
All right.
I again don't know much about the NBA. I'm learning more. Why? Because we have a sports show. I did not know that New Orleans had a team, number one, nor that they were called the Penguins.
Nope.
Pelicans.
Because they're not.
Exactly. Because they're the Pelicans. Wrong again. Next slide, please.
And they've only been the Pelicans for a couple years.
Well, now they're the Penguins. Zoom it in. This is a great one. OBJ has been nominated for his role as bathroom wallpaper.
I think my aunt had that at her house.
Yeah, that is a.
And Tori, you still watching? Is that the wallpaper you had?
That's a mosaic tile that has been converted into a shirt.
Or that's a nice throw pillow. Or the back of some playing cards.
Wow. Wow.
I like his smile.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you this.
Got a good beard.
It's more of a smolder.
What's up?
But the pattern on the shirt,
Yeah.
when you put them, sorry about that. the pattern on the shirt in the early 70s, they were smaller than that, and a bunch of them, and that's what everybody wore. A lot of those old patterns are coming back.
Yeah.
And it still looks like wallpaper.
They're definitely making a comeback. Cause
Definitely.
I'm just going to
BJ.
start lazily smiling like that.
Yeah. Is that your new smile?
Good luck.
For a little while, I was trying new smiles. Like, when people take a picture, I try a different smile. Just mix it up a little bit.
Practicing.
Try them on.
I was like,
Send them back.
I don't really like the one I've been using, so I'm going to try a different one. And so I started doing that. One of my buddies was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm trying new smiles. And he was like, are you kidding me right now? So I randomly will now take a picture of an odd smile and send it to him. Just to be like, what do you think about this one? Is this a good one? Last one right here. We've got Dennis Rodman has been nominated for his role in
Where'd it go? I think we have two more.
This was the game winner.
Oh.
Dennis Rodman
What happened to
nominated
the
for his
fanny
role
pack?
in Bohemian Rhapsody. The fanny pack didn't make the top 5.
Oh.
It never got sent to me.
Yeah, we narrowed it down. Well, the fanny pack was in the normal text thread because it was a nomination for their role in Saved by the Bell, which I felt like I was like, most people probably don't get that one. But Rodman hits a home run in Bohemian Rhapsody. Did you see that movie?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I did.
Here's what I was thinking is that the movie's going on as they would write songs, like when they would hit when they were in the process of writing one of the hits, it made me wonder, like when they were at the table and as they were doing it, like when it would actually click, did they think like, oh my gosh, we just struck gold with what we just did?
I don't know. You better watch the movie and find out.
No, I did watch the movie. I'm saying as I watched it and as the moment would happen, like that was my thought of like when they wrote that and was like when it like clicked, were they like, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
You don't know what I mean.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You remember that time we were writing a song. We're sitting on the back patio. It was late one, like, I don't know, Saturday, Sunday night. And I hit this riff, and then you followed it up, and then we started doing it. We just kind of started going through, and I started the song, and I said, took myself on the PBA tour.
Yes.
Picture hanging in the bowling ball store.
Yes.
My name stitched in gold.
It's a classic song.
Yeah.
FDR's wheelchair.
Do you think they had that feeling, or was it different?
I mean, not
Then when we
quite to
did
that
that.
level, because what we wrote is pure gold.
Okay.
And I don't know if Queen will ever make it to our level. So we'll see.
Queen will definitely never be on the same level that we are. That is a true statement.
Agreed.
Never, ever will they be there. So, regardless, anything else we want to hit? Kyle Kirkpatrick, what's up? You just made it for the end of the show. Thanks for watching.
What up, Kyle Patrick?
I guess real quick we can cover some college basketball.
Yes, sorry about that.
In case you didn't know, Zion blew out his shoe and sprained his knee. and the
Otherwise
world
known
freaked
as
out.
Neon.
Yeah, Neon.
with a K.
But they did lose their number 1 spot today.
They did?
Yes.
Finally, Duke loses their number 1 spot. Who is in number 1 now?
I don't remember.
No, we don't even care.
Yep, it shows how much we
Yeah, whatever.
we
Gonzaga.
know about things. There it is.
Virginia's number 2.
Wait, Gonzaga is number 1?
Mm-hmm.
Where did they jump from? Number 2?
I think they were number 2.
I felt like when I read the list of top 5, they weren't even in there. That's clearly wrong, because that's normative.
Ooh, that wasn't right. I don't know.
Wait, what?
I'm working on it.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I said.
You got all moody there for a second. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm working on it. Shut up. Hey, your volume level's been much better this week.
I think Produce turned me down.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm riding it. I'm riding it hard over here.
I noticed I was much louder at the beginning of the show, so I was like, maybe I should talk louder.
Toned him down.
Yes, they were previously number 2.
Okay.
Virginia went from 3 to 2, and Duke went from 1 to 3.
What's Tennessee now?
Because you're the only 10 I see. 7.
Boo. Boo.
Ha ha ha. That was a good one. Tyson
You were
Monroe
funny
said,
earlier in the show.
Tyson said, I think they definitely felt like that with Bohemian Rhapsody and We Will Rock You. Definitely. Texas Tech destroyed Kansas, who then beat Kansas State tonight and put Tech in first place in the Big 12 for all you Big 12 fans out there.
Woo!
If you didn't know.
Tech's number 11 all time, or for everybody.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
So March Madness will begin next week?
No, March Madness happens later.
Okay. But it's like tiered tournaments, right? It's like
No.
you've got...
Nope, it's all one big tournament. Tuesday, March 18th.
But they're
to
playing different
Monday, April
locations
8th.
as it...
Oh, that, yes.
Say it again?
Tuesday, March 19th.
Okay. So we have some time for everyone to get their brackets filled out.
Well,
Yes.
we have to
So I'll
have the
commission,
bracket.
I'll
to fill
commission
out.
that again.
Okay. Dr. Moonlight Graham will be commissioning the NCAA March Madness bracket pick'ems. We like to call it the Bushy bracket.
Oh, 100% it's going to be called that.
Yeah. So
The Bushy Bracket.
the Bushy bracket will be opening up in the next 2 weeks.
Soon. Yeah.
At some point, we will tell you.
It'll happen.
Anything else we want to say about the NCAA?
Wofford
and Neon?
squeaked into the top 25 at number 24.
Wofford did.
Mm-hmm, they sure did.
What about Citadel?
Citadel has not made their run, but they're working on it.
Okay, so we are as of today, we're Wofford fans.
Big ol' Wofford Terrier fans. They're the Wofford Terriers.
Another dog.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't get away from the dogs.
Mm-mm.
Who let the dogs out?
Who?
There it is. All right.
They do play Chattanooga, so should be a good game to watch coming up.
Next on the rundown is Dunzo over there. I don't know if that's in reference to the Donkey Rogers or the show. Regardless, thanks for joining us tonight, the Bush League Sports Show. We are the best beat-read sports show live on Facebook and YouTube every Monday night at 8:45. We're not the experts, but we are the best. We're the experts. You can catch us on iTunes. The shows drop on Tuesday. You can also go back and watch on YouTube or on Facebook. You can share. You can comment, all that kind of stuff. If we didn't catch your comment, we'll go back through and read and respond to those things. Thanks for watching. Catch us on Instagram, BL Sports Show. We've got a ton of great debate stuff that you can jump on, laugh at sports memes, and have a wonderful time staring at your phone because it's the 21st century, and that's what people do. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.